say if you feel good and you look good, then you're good, baby. Good looking bully. I really do appreciate this gift. You got me all decked out and ready for the playoffs. 3-peat coming. It's coming. It's coming. I'm excited. Let's get to it. So, let me tell a little story. So last year I was having like a little friendly conversation, debate-ish type thing with my friend. We were talking about dynasties. So this was after we won a Super Bowl, 2 straight, 3 out of 4 years. He told me that we were in a dynasty. So, a little backstory about him. He's a hockey fan. He don't really indulge too much in other sports. I mean, of course, he'll watch it if it's on TV, but he's strictly hockey. And he's an Islander fan. I don't know if you're familiar, but in, I believe, the late 70s, early 80s, if I'm right, the Islanders won 4 straight Stanley Cup finals. Now, that is impressive. That's nuts, honestly. I would be pissed to freak off if you got to play a team to keep, come on, 4 years in a row. Like, can we get a chance? Can we get a chance to win 2? Like, y'all selfish now at that point, right? And I'm a Ranger fan too, so, like, y'all selfish. But anyway, he told me I was moving the goalposts. He said you have to win 3 consecutive years to be considered a dynasty. Now, I disagreed because I'm saying, like, this is football. This is football. It's different from basketball. It's different from baseball. It's different from hockey. In those sports, you have to beat that team 4 times. Can you imagine how hard it is to beat somebody 4 times in 7 games, a team that's better than you? That is hard. In football, in March Madness, in the college football playoff, it's 1 game, which adds to the excitement, which is why teams believe that they do have a chance. Every team have a chance. If you look at the slate that we have right now for the divisional round, every single team competing this weekend have a chance to win. But he just disagreed with it. He told me, listen, Tim, get back to me next year when y'all win 3 straight. And God damn it, we're here. We ain't won yet. I'm not speaking too fast. We here. But let me give you a little rundown about how difficult it is in football to do this. So I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 92. I can't really go too far back. I do know, I believe that the Steelers, they won 2 of their teams won 2 straight. The 49ers, of course, I know about that. My dad is a 49er fan. He drilled that in my ear. Pause. Late 80s, they won 2 straight. Didn't get to the Cowboys, America's team. They won 2 straight, but they lost in the NFC Championship game to the 49ers. Then Denver, they won 2 straight. And the following season, John Elway retired, so they was eliminated out of it. I believe they won 6 games. And then it was New England. New England was the last team before us. And that year, I believe it was 2005, them defending their 2-peat, they lost in the divisional round to the Broncos. Do you know who their quarterback was? Jake Plummer. Now, I'm not sure if y'all remember Jake Plummer, but Jake Plummer used to play for the Arizona Cardinals. He was a quarterback in Denver when they upset Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the New England Patriots and ruined their party to win 3 straight. Now that goes to show you that anything can happen, and that leads me straight to this Houston Texans versus Kansas City Chiefs matchup. Now, if you look at all of the analysts, they're just running away and saying that the Texans have no chance to win this game, and I disagree. Now, I get it. Christmas, they won. They scored 2 points against Baltimore. Like, really? 2 points? And then when you say, well, look how they play against the Chargers. Then you get some analysts saying, well, Justin Herbert, he threw 4 interceptions. You think that's going to happen again? Listen, give that team a chance. That's all I'm saying. But before we get into my thought on the matchup and what we need to do to win that game and how we could lose the game, I'm not going to speak on that. We're going to win that game. I'm going to be confident we're going to win this game. let's get to this clip first.
I honestly, my big takeaway is this: like, the Chiefs are the most disrespected dynasty, at least of my lifetime. They are.
Dan, now
We talk about the
you
Chiefs like,
literally just made up that narrative in your head.
okay, give me a dynasty that has been more disrespected in our lifetime. I'm not saying ever.
I've never been disrespected. How did you tell me that?
Yeah, how?
Well,
I've
okay,
never
so
been disrespected.
So this year, what's the narrative around the Kansas City Chiefs this year? Mind you, they're 15-2, really 15-1, and they got dealt with an unbelievable injury rush.
Which is what we pointed out.
No. What's been the narrative around the
They
Chiefs?
had
this
a
year?
lot of close wins. We were concerned about that.
But
Because of the close
are they lucky or are they good?
No, that they're good. We always say they're always closing games.
But everyone has said, like, they're lucky. And then go back to last
we
year.
say they get calls.
Which is not true.
Well, that's what's said.
And, the Chiefs, they get the referees are on their side.
I'm telling you,
you're right.
that's the narrative.
They're 30-11 in the last 3 regular seasons because the referees. Go back to last year when everyone was like, they're not good. They're
Disrespectful. Say it again, Daniel. They've been disrespectful. Not just this year. Disrespectful for the entirety of this run that we've been on. Do you not realize that if we win this weekend, that's 7 straight AFC championship appearances? 7 straight. That is nuts. That should be celebrated, not disrespected. So I'm going to keep reiterating this. I've been a Kansas City Chiefs fan since 2004. I am from New York City. I remember getting teased for liking a team that most people thought played in Kansas. We were young. We didn't know what the fuck Missouri was. No pun intended, right? But I got teased for that. We're winning, and I'm not running around with my chest all out. I'm not antagonizing people. People come to me. I've now shifted my energy and told everybody, if you want my opinion, come to my show. I'll give you my opinion on all my teams. But I'm not doing that. These same people, they're out there just watching TikTok, watching Instagram, Twitter, looking at all the clipped up clickbait videos that's undermining the success of my team. My sister even do this. This is off topic, but the other day, she texted me and she sent me a video that she seen on TikTok. And I watched it. And I'm like, you really believe this? Really? Like, go do your research. So now, right now, what you're doing is you're progressing bullshit from what you saw on the internet. These people don't watch games. So when we go back to what he was saying, he was talking about false narratives. Luck. Is it luck or good? Or lucky or good? Lucky or good? Anything great? What do you know that was great, that have been great, that don't have a little bit of luck in it? With greatness comes preparation, hard work, skill, and sprinkle with some luck. That's how it is. For example, last year in the AFC divisional matchup against Buffalo, the kicker, late game, missed the field goal, easy field goal that would have tied the game. Now, yes, it would have left some time. Now, us Kansas City fans said it would have left too much time for us. We would have came down and kicked a field goal. But that's luck, right? Giant fans, do you remember that Super Bowl against the Buffalo Bills? Wide to the right. He missed it. Wide to the right. And the New York Football Giants are the Super Bowl champions because the Buffalo Bills field goal kicker missed a chip shot. That's luck. The New England Patriots, you think they won 6 championships in 20 years and they didn't have any type of luck? You think the Golden State Warriors didn't have some luck? You think the Denver Broncos, the Dallas Cowboys, the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't have any type of luck? I'm a Lakers fan. We had some luck. But why is it the Kansas City Chiefs is the only team that gets scrutinized for it? Why is that? Now, yes, I admit, the Raiders game, was that luck? No, that was just bonehead Raiders shit. That was bonehead Raider shit. Go back and watch that game. That was bonehead. I couldn't believe they really lost that game like that. But the Denver game, that was preparation. Special teams blocked the field goal. That's preparation. That's what great teams have. But again, it seemed like we're the only team that gets scrutinized for some luck. And then we got Molly. She speaks on, the narrative is they get a bunch of favorable calls. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Molly. Like, I really do. But come on, really? The referees, they've been bad across the board. They're bad in the NBA, the NFL, MLB, NHL, any sport, they've been bad, especially in modern day history, because if you know we got gambling now. Gambling is a big thing. And whoever side you want, if you pick the over and it went under, it's the ref fault why it went under. Or vice versa. Then they got social media. These refs are probably under extreme pressure right now because everything that they do is scrutinized. But come on, they've been bad all across the board. In baseball, the umpires are bad. They're inconsistent. In Rams game, the ruling on the field was Matthew Stafford fumbled the ball. He put his head down, and the ball could have either, from anyone's perspective, could have went either way. He could have either dropped it, he could have threw a forward pass, or he could have dropped out his hands. It could have went either way. Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, what are they? Hall of Famers, right? What did they say? They thought it was a fumble. That game was 10-3 at that time. Bill Belichick, I believe, thought it was a fumble as well. But again, like he said, it's an offensive league. The defense is not going to get that call. So they reversed it. They took away the fumble and scoop and score a touchdown, and they got the ball back. The Rams got the ball back. Can you imagine if that was Patrick Mahomes, if that happened to him? Can you imagine that? In the Buffalo game, Josh Allen wanted a holding call in the red zone. He didn't get it. So he runs himself back. He runs back to the sideline, and he sits down and starts pouting, and here comes the ref. The ref come over there, confide him. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh, for the missed call. Don't worry about it. I'll make it up for you. Pat him on the helmet, confide in him, soften him up a little bit because of the missed call. Can you imagine if that was the Chiefs? If the ref came to the Chiefs sideline and did what he did to Josh Allen, to Patrick Mahomes, that went viral. I was pissed that shit didn't go viral. Why didn't that go viral? I was pissed. The whole world should have saw that, but nobody's talking about it. Now I'm getting to my breakdown of this game. My biggest worry in this game is how we start. The first quarter is very important, especially for a team who hasn't played a meaningful game since Christmas, which was about 20-something days ago. Russ will affect any team. Doesn't matter, Super Bowl champions, 2-14 team. Russ can affect you. You just haven't played any games. You haven't played in a while, which is important to me because the last thing we want is for them to get the ball first and they shave off 8 minutes of the first quarter, score a touchdown, then we get the ball and we stall, and they get the ball back with a chance to go up 10 or 14 points before we even get a chance to get settled in. That's not what we want. As far as the offensive side, again, it's been a notion all season. It's the offensive line. So it's just reported that Tooney will be starting at left tackle. It's a great thing. I'm on board for it. He's been progressing over the last 3 games. I'm sure he's way more comfortable now, especially because the play call has been allowing him to be successful with them scheming to help him out, also moving Mahomes outside of the pocket. Also, I believe so. A running game will be very important in this game. Controlling the clock. Pacheco is healthy. Kareem Hunt is healthy. Samaje Perine is healthy. Let's run the ball. I'm not saying we're gonna be Derrick Henry. I'm not saying that. Let's keep the defense honest. We don't allow a team with a good pass rush to just know that you're passing the ball. Mahomes is healthy as well, too, so expect him to step up in the pocket as well, scramble for some first downs. Another key is DeAndre Hopkins. I think he's a big X factor, big game player, playing against his old team. He has a chance to win a Super Bowl. And shit, we finessed the shit out the Titans out to Brett Veach. But it was a 4th round pick we traded him for, and he had to play 60% of the snaps, and he played like 44%. I expect him to play well over 60% of the snaps this game. Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy. Worthy has been progressing a lot. He looks just like Rashee Rice at the right time. They're not the same player. I'm saying that his progression at the same time. He's coming along when we need him. I'm expecting for Mahomes to hit a deep ball to either hit them two or Justin Watson. He hit one against Pittsburgh. I haven't seen one since that before that Pittsburgh game. I didn't see us hitting on a deep pass since Xavier Worthy in like week 2 or 3 against the Chargers. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from the offense. I'm expecting off the Pittsburgh game, I'm expecting an offensive explosion. Now maybe I'm just a biased Chiefs fan, but we did this last year. Now last year our offense didn't become explosive. It got the job done. I think that we have the right players to be an explosive offense. I really do believe that. I can see us scoring 30 points, but it's important how we start. Very important. As for the defense, the boys is there. Chris Jones practiced. Jalen Watson practiced. That's important, especially because when he got hurt, our secondary went down. Our secondary was getting destroyed. And he's back. Hopefully he'll play. Still on the IR, but hopefully he announced he'll play. He was a full-time participant in practice this week. That'd be big just to keep throwing different guys at Nico Collins. We have to slow down the run game. Our run defense has been really good, but let's not give them any confidence to think that they could do a lot of play action fakes. Also, turnovers are important. Last week, they got 4 turnovers from their defense, or 4 interceptions from their defense. Let's return the favor on them. Let's make this a short game. Let's have this game over by the 3rd quarter. I'm not trying to fucking be stressed to freak out like every game. Every game we're stressed out. Let's not stress ourselves out yet. We're going to be stressed out these next 2 games. Let's get this game over early. I got a final score of 31-20. Final score 31-20. 31-20. I think we won by 11 points. Also, I like D-Hop. 50 yards plus 245. That's a good bet. Take that. Now, why would you want to miss the Tim Show? Your comments are very much appreciated. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for all of our latest content.